mission is to promote and facilitate cycling in Athens in as many ways as possible. Like, I pretend like I'm the director around here, but it's really just that I'm the person that's here the most. So I have to kind of reach a consensus with the other volunteers before we take a new direction. It was like last November when I decided to start a bike share here in Athens. So we had just gotten a large donation from one of the apartments complexes around here. So we got like 20 bikes in November and we got another 20 in January. So I decided to start refurbishing them specifically for a bike share and setting them up so that they were all the same color. And the goal was to have 25 bikes by spring, like beginning of spring quarter, and we came kind of close to that goal.
I'm completely stripping this bike down to its frame, and it's going to be made into a yellow bike taxi.
I'm taping off this bike here for paint. It's been sanded down, the paint's been scratched, so it's ready for primer.
When it gets all fixed up, I believe that it's going to be sold to a member of the community.
They're the most efficient machines in the world. You know, they beat any human, animal, machine configuration whatsoever as far as energy input versus distance traveled. It's the most efficient thing there is. So I thought that was something worth getting behind.
If I decide to drive my bike today, maybe I save a gallon of gasoline. Maybe I take one more car off the road, right? And that reduces congestion, it reduces noise, it reduces emissions, all these kinds of things. So we think about this in terms of scale. You know, maybe me doing that isn't that big of a deal. But if somebody else, else out there does it at the same time, it's a little bit bigger deal. If we get 100 people doing it, it's even bigger deal, right? That's 100 cars off the road for that day.
There were 4 newspaper articles the first week, and the spot on the radio. And besides that, just everyone that sees me and knows about it has just been really enthusiastic and supportive, and tells me what a good idea it is for a place like this.
A lot of times these programs is like preaching to the choir. The kinds of people that will participate in that program are the ones who will already have their bikes and will already be biking. If we can get the folks out there that realize I could save a lot of money, I can actually do something to help the environment, not only in my community but globally. Maybe it is the case that I'm actually literally saving the ice shelf if I ditch my car for long periods of time. That kind of thing may get people to be more active.
I tried to come up with some more creative things that we could do, like play games or have races or just basically like interact with the community more.
FMAS is splendid. It's a game where you can kind of get out of yourself for a while and use your imagination. We go out into the high seas of Athens, Ohio, with as many pirates as we can. I mean, the thing is, most people that come to the pirate program are very well attuned with the bike co-op and they already know about it.
Sometimes we have mobile workshops where we'll set up like free repair stand on the green or something. But I've been really trying to make our Friday events like regularly scheduled, like at 5 p.m. every Friday of the month, so that people know that there's something happening.
Again, I'd say we just want more attendance. We want to get the word out there more and get people interested and get more of a community going with this. 'Cause that's like the point of the Yellow Bike program. We want like a community going. We want people to share things and help each other out and look out for each other.
So if we can get away from the personal automobile and go more towards bike and walking infrastructures, right? Spending less on roads and making it so that we redesign our cities so that I can get from point A to point B easily, safely on a bike or by walking. That may actually integrate neighborhoods too. So we can think of some really interesting social benefits from that.
Nowadays, you gotta deal with traffic and idiots yelling at you and sidewalks and stuff like that. It's kind of inconvenient, and people don't see it as a typical mode of transportation. So I'd like to change that ultimately.
Publicity. Getting average Joe out there who would not think to get onto a bike to realize, well, there are some real advantages to doing this. Otherwise, I fear that it will stay something that's popular with a really a crowd that's really in tune with being environmentally conscientious or healthy, right? Worry about their personal health. Getting people that wouldn't normally think about those kinds of things to think about it will be what it takes to get these programs to be even more successful, I think.